Ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about taking an annuity from your TSP to turn your TSP into a guaranteed monthly benefit, I'm going to walk you through today exactly what that might look like, as well as the pros and cons. I'm going to share my screen, so if you're on the podcast, definitely go check out the YouTube video associated. But we're going to dive in, and this is the TSP Annuity Calculator that the TSP has on its website. If you just Google TSP Annuity Calculator, this will be one of the first hits you get. So definitely check this out if you're interested. So let's dive in. So first and foremost, what is a TSP annuity? Okay, this first page will walk you through it. And long story short, this is what it is. You can give a piece of or all of your TSP, you hand it over to an insurance company. And this is actually done, you can do it directly through the TSP. The provider for this product is MetLife, okay? They're the insurance company that is the back end for this product for you. You hand over a piece, a lump sum amount of your TSP or all of it to MetLife, and they guarantee you a monthly payment for the rest of your life. However, this actually explains it quite well. However, you should note that the money you use to purchase a life annuity is no longer managed by you. By purchasing an annuity from your annuity provider, you give up your money and the control of it in exchange for guaranteed lifetime monthly payments. So that's exactly right. You give up control. It's no longer your money. You're handing it over. In exchange, you get a guaranteed monthly payment. So the upside is, hey, you don't have to worry about managing anymore. You hand that off. The downside is, there's no takesy-backsies, right? It's very hard to undo these sort of things, and you can't control it anymore. If you want a little extra 1 month, too bad, so sad. That's not part of the deal. It is, they just guarantee that monthly payment for you, and you give your money and lose control of it, okay? So those are pros and cons. Let's talk through what the numbers might actually look like. But of course, these numbers might look different for you. But let me just show you at least one example. Let's hit start here and walk you through it. Okay. So you have to, of course, pick the age you want to purchase the annuity. And depending on what age you are, the amount they'll pay you depends. So just so we're clear, the amount they pay you will depend on all these options that you might elect. And even if you elect the exact same options that I might, you're going to get probably a different result because the interest rate that they pay will depend on what interest rates are when you make the decision, okay? So the example I'm going to show you is if you're 62 years old and you give them $500,000, so $500,000, okay? Let's hit continue and let's move on. Again, you don't have to give all your TSP, you can just do a piece of it. There's pros and cons, certainly. So now you have to pick which type to purchase. So single life, would you want it just to last your lifetime? Do you want it to be your lifetime and your spouse's lifetime, or do you want it to be with you and someone other than your spouse? Okay, and again, depending on which one you pick, the amounts will change. If it's just single life, you're going to get more per month. If it's with you and your spouse, you get less per month, but it'll last for both of your lifetimes. Okay, so let's pick joint life. Let's say you're married. Let's pick that. Okay. Okay, and the joint annuitant we'll say is, let's say they're 62 as well. Okay, they're the same age as me. Okay, now do you want your payment level or increasing, right? Do you want it just to be, let's say, $2,000 a month and it'll never go up with inflation? Or do you want it to go up by 2%, right? The increasing payments doesn't necessarily match inflation every year, but it does go up by 2% every year is the increasing option, okay? Okay, now which annuity feature would you like? You can do a cash refund, as you see here. If you pass away before the amount that you used to purchase was paid out, the remaining amount will be paid out to your beneficiaries in a lump sum. So if you elect that feature, of course, they'll give you less. They're willing to give you less per month if you elect that feature, okay? So in this example, I am going to assume that you don't want that feature. It'll just pay for your lifetime and your spouse's lifetime, okay? And again, you can come here and play I'm not going to show you all these scenarios. I'm just going to show this one scenario. And which survivor annuity would you prefer? So do you want your spouse to be left with 100% of this TSP annuity or 50%? And I'm going to elect 100%. Okay, let's show results. Okay, so again, your age at purchase is 62. Your spouse's age is 62. The annuity amount is $500,000. Again, joint with life. Yes, it's increasing. Annuity feature, none. Okay, survivor annuity, 100%. So they would guarantee a payment of $2,200 a month. Okay, in this example at least, is what they would guarantee based on these assumptions. Okay. Now, for some people, this may be very tempting to not have to worry about the management and just get that monthly check. However, let me use this caution, okay? If you want to do this, by all means, don't let me stop you, but let me use this caution. The reason this is by far the least popular option when it comes to how to take money out of your TSP is simply because you give up all control. If you elect this option, then the next year you get cancer, or the next year your situation changes, or the next year you want to make a change. Too bad, so sad, right? You lose control. You lose control. Okay, so, and this decision will affect, of course, the rest of your life, which is 20, 30 years in retirement. And it's very hard to know what to expect your life to be over the next 20, 30 years. Just think about what your life was like 20 years ago. Would you ever have guessed how your life would have turned out? It's very hard to know. So just be very careful before you make any decision, whether a TSP annuity or not, that impacts your life for decades to come when you don't know exactly what that means. So that's first, okay? Is be careful that it makes sense for you regardless, okay? And be careful of all the options you might pick, because each one can make a big, big difference in the amount you get and actually how it plays out over time, okay? So long story short, the TSP annuity is not an inherently bad option. You just want to be very careful. And in my opinion, most federal employees don't need more fixed income. They don't need more guaranteed income, because as federal employees, you have a federal pension, you have Social Security, you may have a military retirement or other fixed income as well. Most federal employees don't need more on top of that. What they need is investments that they have control over that's flexible. If they need a little extra this month, or they're going on a trip, they can take money out as needed. Or if something big happens and your life changes, your money can't adjust with you. But again, I don't know your situation, so certainly talk to your own financial pro, or come talk to us. We're happy to talk, see what makes sense for you. There's a bunch of helpful resources in the description of this video, so check that out. But good luck with everything, and have a great rest of your day.